Steve Jobs, 3.
The reality distortion field, playing by his own set of rules. Steve Jobs was a charismatic leader with a unique approach to leadership. He had a reality distortion field that could bend reality to his will. Jobs' reality distortion field was a confounding mix of charisma, indomitable will, and a willingness to bend facts. Even when aware of it, the team found it effective. Jobs' worldview was binary: people were either enlightened or an asshole. His behavior could be draining, but those who survived became stronger. Despite the cost in human feelings and burnout, Jobs' leadership infused Apple employees with a passion to create groundbreaking products. The original Mac team considered the pain worth it. The design real artists simplify. A Bauhaus Aesthetic. Jobs admired Sony's high-tech style, but he shifted towards Bauhaus simplicity in 1981. He embraced its emphasis on simplicity, functionality, and the integration of fine art with industrial design. Jobs believed in linking design simplicity with user-friendliness, making products intuitively obvious. He aimed for museum of modern art quality and sleek, thin designs in technology. Maya Lin, known for the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, influenced his desire for sleek designs. He admired Richard Sapper, Charles and Ray Eames, and Dieter Rams, finding minimalism appealing without sacrificing warmth. As his design sensibilities evolved, Jobs became drawn to Japanese style. His Buddhist training profoundly influenced his aesthetic sensibility, finding Japanese Zen Buddhism, especially the gardens around Kyoto, aesthetically sublime. Like a Porsche. Jobs wanted the Macintosh to resemble a Porsche, embodying a friendly and human-like aesthetic. This focus on aesthetics extended to typography and fonts, leading to the birth of iconic fonts like Chicago and New York. Jobs played a pivotal role in designing calculator graphics, pushing his team to perfection. His attention to detail extended to the Snow White project, where he hired Hartmut Esslinger to create a consistent design language for all Apple products. Jobs believed that aesthetics should permeate every aspect of a product. Even unseen elements like the internal circuit board were designed with craftsmanship in mind. The Macintosh team signed their work, symbolic of Jobs' view of their creations as art. Jobs' obsession with design and aesthetics has left a lasting impact on the tech industry. Building the Mac, the journey is the reward. Competition. The competition between Apple and IBM during the development of the Macintosh was intense. Steve Jobs saw it as a spiritual struggle between innovation and the establishment. Jobs' confidence in Apple was evident in a Wall Street Journal ad welcoming IBM to the computer battle. However, Jobs also directed his competitive fervor at Apple's Lisa, pitting the two against each other in the marketplace. This internal strife became apparent when an enraged engineer burst into a presentation, accusing Jobs of destroying Apple by undermining the Lisa. In the absence of effective leadership, Jobs pursued his vision for the Macintosh even if it meant intensifying internal competition and creating incompatible software. End-to-end control. Jobs believed that truly great computers had tightly linked hardware and software, creating whole widgets with seamless integration. This approach was showcased in the Macintosh and was in stark contrast to Microsoft's strategy. Jobs aimed to prevent unworthy programmers from altering his creations. His desire for control extended to the user experience, limiting the Macintosh's slots and sealed the case shut. Jobs even eliminated cursor arrow keys to enforce mouse-based navigation, pushing users toward his preferred interaction method. This move aimed to compel developers to create software tailored to the Mac operating system, reinforcing the end-to-end integration he favored. Despite suggestions to license it to other manufacturers, Jobs resisted, maintaining a controlled environment. This decision exemplified Jobs' commitment to his standards, even if it meant navigating a challenging path in the competitive world of IBM clones. Machines of the Year. Did you know that in 1982, Time magazine named the computer as the Machine of the Year? Jobs was disappointed, but it wasn't because he was passed over for the honor. In fact, Jobs was upset that Time made public the existence of his daughter, Lisa. He also believed that the reporter, Mike Moritz, had given him a bad portrayal. However, there's no evidence of jealousy or unfair reporting. Time had already decided to feature the computer, not a person, and Jobs was never in contention. Apple launched the Lisa in 1983, a year before the Mac. Despite the publicity plan, Jobs couldn't resist mentioning the Mac, and the Lisa struggled while the Macintosh gained prominence. In the end, Time's decision to name the computer as the Machine of the Year was a nod to the technological advancements of the time. It was a pivotal moment in the history of computing, and one that we still feel the effects of today. Let's be pirates. Jobs had a hands-on hiring approach, looking for creative and rebellious individuals. He'd ask unconventional questions during interviews, creating a unique hiring process. Despite his sometimes obnoxious behavior, Jobs fostered a strong team spirit. He organized biannual retreats to build camaraderie and emphasized principles like, don't compromise, and it's not done until it ships. The Mac team was envisioned as a special corps on an extraordinary mission. But tensions arose within the team, especially with Atkinson feeling left out of Lisa's publicity. Steve Jobs was known for his renegade spirit and leadership style. His team was encouraged to be proud and swift in their work. Jobs believed that the journey was the reward, emphasizing this on his birthday billboard. He also used symbolic gestures like raising a pirate flag at retreats. However, Jobs' rebellious spirit caused some concern among Apple's leadership. The team's hoisting of the Jolly Roger was seen as a symbol of defiance. But Jobs' influence extended beyond morale. When faced with a critical decision about the Macintosh disk drive, he insisted on using a problematic Twiggy drive. Bob Belville, head of Mac engineering, defied Jobs' orders and pursued Sony's 3.5-inch disk drive. Jobs later appreciated their renegade attitude, realizing it was the right decision.